Welcome back everybody to another episode of Forest Village with me, Vapor. And thank you everyone for all the likes on the last video. It's really kind of compelled me to make another one. I wasn't sure how it was going to be received, but yeah, some positive feedback. Some people sitting on the fence, but that's kind of to be expected, I guess. But it is gorgeous, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Just look at that. I kind of sat here for a little while before recording just looking at it. The game is paused as well because I hear it's so easy to die. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. Some of the graphical issues that I had noticed didn't seem to come through on the video, so I'm not sure why that is, but as long as it's not affecting your viewing pleasure, that's the main thing. Now, one of the first things I've noticed is we've got no labourers, which is a bit of a problem. So I'm not sure at what age they start working. So they become teenagers. Do they start working as a teenager? So at 5 years old, they're classed as a teenager. That's fantastic. I love it. Clearly not. Where's the other houses? So 17 is a fisherman. That's a little bit weird, isn't it? Like, is it? I mean, 4 and 3. That is their age, right? It has to be. Okay, that's really bizarre. And they're living together. If they have a child, that would be super weird. Now, this is what my concern is. Now, we have a child there. Who is making babies? So we need another house. Or should I say we need the upgrade, which we can now afford. Is that gonna improve medium-sized living space with extra bedrooms, high pregnancy chance, capacity 6 residents? I don't know if we should upgrade that or whether we should put another house in. Let's have a quick look. So, does it give me the statistics? Oh, it does there. So that'll hold 5 people. So the upgrade will hold 1 extra. The happiness is twice as much, and the strength is twice as much. But that's relying on the same family to have more babies, isn't it? I think we're going to go with an extra house first and foremost, and then if and when we can afford it, we'll do the upgrades. I think that's probably the best thing to do. So let's rotate this. Where's the front door? There. And I've got to get to grips with the terrain tool a little bit more. Okay, so we've got that. We do have a couple of builders. Now the other thing I'm a little bit concerned about is food. So if I use my WASD keys, did I not put in a field? So we got our forester's lodge. We got our hunting cabin. But I don't think we actually put a farm in, did we? So maybe we should do that next. I thought we did, but easy to forget. What are we in? We're in summer, so I'm not too sure what we can grow. That's an orchard. I didn't think about that. That wouldn't die. Vegetable and fruit gathering in warm seasons. Okay. During warm seasons, but the trees wouldn't die, would they? Let's have a look how flat the ground is. I think we might get away with some farmland over here. Or should we do some... You get anything in here? Okay, I never really... Okay, so you can do bigger ones. Does that actually give us any information? So that'll take more people to work, okay. This one will take 1 person. Just as I was kind of nosing through some of these things, we've got an increased priority button. We love that button. That's the most useful button in any game. So if we do that, let's unpause the game and I want the farm built first. We've also got the statistic button. I wasn't too sure what that was, but if we click on a building, it gives you information about what's actually happening. Now, I kind of like that, it's useful, but I'd prefer to see what's going on in here. At the moment it tells me how much fish is in here, I'm guessing. But it doesn't tell me how well the building's actually doing. So this is saying it's got 2 people, it can hold 3, I can probably increase that. But there's really no information in here about how well the building's doing. Is it a good area, is that a bad? It's not really useful at all. So maybe that could be something they could add. A lot of people like metrics, don't they? They like to know what's going on. And in a management style game like this, you do really need to know what's going on. What else have we got? So we're in summer, so we're okay at the moment, but we will need to consider firewood at some point. Have we got any firewood? Is it this one? Charcoal, bread. Okay, let's have a quick look. I did see something earlier. Is it this resource limits? No, there's no text. Okay. That's logs. Ah, firewood. So we do have some, but again, no idea how quickly they churn through that. What about medicine? Is that medicine? No, that's oats. I thought it was like aloe vera or something. Flour, grain, hides, wool. Which one is it going to be? Okay. I'm not too sure. We'll leave that closed for now. We don't need any more. I'm thinking about education. There's so many things. I don't want to expand too quick though, because I'm well aware that we could encounter some problems. The other thing is, it'd be nice if it had actual tooltips to give you some information. I know it does say it when you do this. So expedition organization. Children education. Well, try that again. Yeah, I did actually read that right. Does it make sense in my mind? Children education for increased productivity. It's not the best English in the world, is it? I don't think it is. I mean, I'm a fine person to say that, but children education for increased productivity doesn't seem right. But that can hold 10 children. Okay, that'll be quite useful. Herbalist. Now, this is something I am thinking about. But then you'd also need the healer's shop as well. We haven't got the logs. Okay. How full is our warehouse? So we've got a barn. What's the difference between the barn and the warehouse? Because that's got tools in it and hides. Maybe the warehouse stores building materials. Let's have a look. So a barn, keeping resources for people. Keeping building materials. Okay, so there is a subtle difference. But the barn is getting quite full and there is no upgrade option. You got a lot of fish actually. I don't feel like we're going to struggle for food anytime soon. Fruit, okay. Right, how are we doing here? I think I turned the bloom up a little bit and I think it is affecting, like the glare off the sand is a little bit too much. So don't, if you're looking at that thinking, God, it's too much. I did put it. I think I put it on extreme. So yeah, that's more to do with me than the game itself. So I will probably turn that down in the next episode because it is a little bit much. Let's have a quick nosy around the island, just to kind of gauge how much space we've got. Okay, so that's how big the houses are. I'm looking around the edges more than anything for the moment. It's not huge, is it? There's a fair amount of space. Considering a lot of it's hilly and you'd have to flatten it, that's fine. Yeah, it's not massive. The main part of the island is a mountain. So yeah, and I'm not sure how big the buildings, sorry not the buildings, the towns are going to be. But it doesn't look like they're going to be huge at all. Okay. How are we doing here? Not far off. We still got no spare people. Now that's the only downside. Maybe I should have done that one first. Let's increase the speed a little bit. That was incredibly kind of slow and more of a noble rambler pace. Here we go. So this might not actually work. We might be a little bit too far behind that. Let's drop a builder from there. Let's put one farmer in and we will do potatoes, I think. So they need 20 to 50% humidity. And 0 to 27 degrees, and duration of growth normal. That's not really useful to me. I mean, normal, okay, if it said slow, I'd get it, but normal? What is normal? Because we've got summer year 1. I guess it doesn't give us months either, so is normal a season? Couple of seasons? We'll have to figure that one out. I might ask the question on their forums. I should probably have a pen with me and write some of these things down. So current temperature is fine, current humidity is fine, gather immediately. Ah, so can we tell them to gather earlier on? potential. It would help if I clicked OK, wouldn't it? To say actually gather potatoes. Okay, so the temperature is okay. Oh, right, so here we go. So it's going to do 224 potatoes, and this is the progress bar. That is actually quite cool. I do like that. So we will know how far along, and I'm guessing at some point, will these figures change to say how many are available, and then we could do the gather immediately, especially if winter was looming. But that's quite a lot of potatoes. Oh no, look, the rain is affecting the humidity. Look at that. That is good. So they did say that the ecosystem was quite robust, and it clearly is. So we're having rain, it's watered it. That would stop the farmer then having to go to the well, which we have over here somewhere. To me, are the trees and bushes growing as well? I don't know if that's off the back of the weather or not. Technically, wouldn't the temperature drop? Oh, it has done. There you go. I was going to say the temperature should drop as nighttime hits, and also because it's raining. That is quite cool. I like that. Okay. Oh, we got out of a house as well. So 2 teenagers, and I'm guessing they can have babies, but we're kind of struggling there because we've got all women and no men. That's not good. So what have we got in here? Diego. So we got 2 men living in here with a teenage girl, and I don't know if that works or not. We got all women in this one. 1 lonely man on that one, and a man in there as well, and 2 women. So that's not actually helpful to us at all. None of them are actually kind of pairing off. Oh, you can upgrade this. Improve small living place. Extra bedroom. Average pregnancy. Might be worth doing that, you know. But at this stage, is there any point putting any extra houses in when they're not actually kind of doing anything that they should be doing? That's not very useful. I don't know if we should start thinking about herbs, because I'm concerned about diseases. I know we haven't got any workers anyway, so we got a lot of fish though. So potentially we're gonna. In fact, it's late summer, so we are going to start thinking about firewood. Is it this one? No, it's the kiln. Carpenter's shop. It was a lumberjack, I think, wasn't it? Lumberjack's lodge. So this really, where's the wood going? Is it going in here? It is. And he's obviously going to put his stuff in one of these 2. Well, if that's building supplies, I'd guess he'd put it in here. Which means we will need another one. So lumberjack's lodge. Number of workers 3. Okay. Where's the forester? It's there. I think somewhere here would be quite good. I'm not going to try flattening the terrain just at the moment, because I'm concerned about time. So we won't do that just yet. Hey. Oh, we got a bear. Where's the hunter? It should. Oh, thunderstorm. Let's have a look. Oh, that fog is a little bit too much, isn't it? I like it. It is useful. It should be in the distance, but it's a bit much. Wow, that's a tropical storm, isn't it? Because it's still sunny over there. I do believe the lightning can hit your buildings as well, which will cause a fire. And you can't beat a little bit of realism like that, can you? So we got the lumberjack's lodge. We've still not got. We got no children. This is really worrying me. And it's not like we can get people from elsewhere. At least not to my knowledge. In fact, I think, is it this one? Expedition organization to search for useful resources. So that's kind of a trader, but I don't know if that can bring people in. A school, tavern. Okay, we've already looked at it. I meant to click tavern. That's to do with happiness. That's roads. Yeah, I don't think there's any way of bringing other people in. Hostel. Temporary house. Okay. Not sure. Still early access, still things to be added, so, and still a lot for me to learn. No children though. No, this is not good. Can we not kick? We might kick some of these people out. What happens if I build another house somewhere? Can we? We can afford to build one. Right, let's tinker with the terrain editing tool. So the house is... Oh, that's a huge house. That's 10 by 10, which you can see it says small house 10 by 10. So we need a 10 by 10 space free. So on here, we'll go for flat in the ground. Let's say here, so that's 10 by 10. Let's get that up and going. I think we'll drop a fisherman. And we'll put someone in here. Resource limit 5,000. Is that just for firewood? I'm guessing it is. I'm tempted to say that's a little bit too much. This one. Yeah, let's can we type in here? Yes, we can. Oh, you can hold your finger down. That's useful as well, but I reckon let's say 1,000, just because I'm not sure how much we're going to go through. And it's all about space. Wood is not producing very quick. I don't know if I want this on the screen as well. It's quite big, isn't it? Yeah, it's hiding too much. Even this is... Oh, we got a spare worker. But even this is hiding a little bit too much. So that means one of our teenagers has grown up. Okay, right. So it takes... Is that 0.4 of a minute? Or is that 4 minutes, I wonder? So that'll take 1 log and produce 3 firewood. Is that in-game minutes? What happens if I... I'm not sure if that's real time, 0.4 minutes, or... It's probably 4 minutes, isn't it? That's quite time consuming, but if it's game time, then I suppose that's not that bad. Well, we're at 335 logs at the moment. Did they flatten that land? I think they did. Too busy talking and not paying attention. Where was it? Yep. Not paying attention. I know it was here somewhere. Or maybe it's not done yet. But that's suspiciously flat there, so maybe it was that. Never mind, we're building it there. I don't know which bit we flattened. These things happen. I think we will put an extra builder in just to get this done a little bit quicker. 2 men, oh sorry, 2 women. It was 2 women, wasn't it? Yep. I don't know if... I mean... it's just not good at all. I think what's going to happen is... that might be useful, they may have children. I think we're going to run out of people. That's my prediction. I don't think we're going to get ravaged by disease or anything else. I think we're literally going to struggle because we've got no babies. We'll probably survive the first year. Unless something really bad happens in winter. But at least we've got some firewood being made. It does seem a little bit slow, but they're going to churn through any wood that we actually have. There's only 1 person working in here, yeah. But they're planting as well, and that's quite a huge area. So I guess if I did want more wood, I could probably tell them to stop planting. What about the statistics? Nothing? Really? Well, they're planting, I'm guessing. I'm guessing planting doesn't count, so they're not actually chopping anything down. Well, I'm happy to leave them do that until we start to struggle for wood. As soon as this house is built, I think we'll start thinking about the herbalist. And I'm tempted to not build any more houses from that point. I might upgrade some of them. But things like that, that's not... I wonder when they become teenagers whether they'll get together. Lots and lots of questions are being raised. But that seems silly because there must be... Yeah, them two are of age. Can I not? I can't make them go in there. Oh dear, it's too cold. Does that mean things are going to start dying? Oh, it's still going up. 168. But it says here normal growing, so I guess at the point it starts to die, we can worry. Are they going to start picking them yet? I'm guessing they're waiting. Okay. I might pin that and keep that open. Does it stay open automatically? It does. Fantastic. Who's in here? Aha! That's good. So we got a man and a woman in here. Brilliant. Just a woman. In fact, they've got easy names. I should remember them. So we got Diego and Natasha. If that's age, that's really, really... I'm not even going to comment. I'm going to ignore that. Yeah. Oh, if we don't see some babies soon. Yeah, that's going to be quite scary. I'd love to know how much food they're using as well. I guess we're going to learn all this as we're going through. It's going to take time. And one thing I've not built yet is roads. Do they take resources? What have we got here? So a paved road. A dirt road doesn't cost anything. Bridges, corner section, cross section, that takes wood. Okay. But the dirt road doesn't seem to cost anything, so let's have a go at this. We got no decorations, unfortunately, so I can't do what I enjoy doing. Have we got some smoke coming out of the roof there? Where's their front door? That's there. Yeah, that fog is a bit overwhelming, isn't it? So we've got that. Where's their door? Okay, even though you get the little red box of death when doing it, it does still find a way. Which is kind of cool. Where's their door? So their door's on it, their door's on that one. Do one there. One on the farm. So we got one red square, but it still built everything else that it can, which I think that's kind of good. Well, there's some roads put in. We probably need one going to the forester as well. It is quite a distance. It'll be interesting to see the difference in speed. If there is any, does it say? Minor speed increase, oh there we go. And a major speed increase, so we can't... I want to say we can't afford that at the moment. Well, we can't. We haven't got any stone. But it's coming together, slowly but surely. We got -1, so they're going to start going through the wood now, but we'll see how this copes. Let me say, concerned babies. Not worried about diseases or anything else. What do we need? Is it this one? Or this one? Herbalist hut. Does this need summer? Okay, so that just generally gathers stuff. I'm going to assume that'll be better to be placed near a wooded area. So do we go somewhere like here? Yeah, probably. And then we'll need a healer shop as well. I'm guessing you need that before this will be any use. Well, we can start gathering the stuff. Let's do that. Okay, have they gathered everything? They have? Snow! Oh, is it going to settle? Is it going to turn everything white? I think it might be. We've still got trees and bushes growing though. It's looking a little frostier. And this is the test now. Will we survive the winter? Do you know what I've not thought about is clothing actually. We've got no clothing. So does that mean, let me pause the game. Anyone that's new, that their clothing's almost gone. Oh dear. And their tools as well. Oh my goodness. We're not thinking about enough things. So weaver's shop, that's probably going to need like the flax or something. Tools. I got all mine. Where is it? Blacksmith. We can't actually build any of this, I think. Right, we're going to leave this episode here. Any hints and tips from any of you that have played this so far would be appreciated. But I'm guessing if we get past the baby issue, definitely going to need some clothes. and we're definitely going to need some tools soon. But I'm going to leave this episode right here. So until next time, as always, take care.